and ramp up to the season.
And we're off. Gophers wearing their gold jerseys here today. Beavers in their black and green jerseys. Garcia a little missed it there, but he has possession. Betts didn't get a lot of play time last year. It'll be interesting to see how they plan to use him this year. He's one of the few returning players on the Gopher side.
It's a packed front court for this Minnesota team. Dawson Garcia and Mitchell get the start here, but they also have Trey Edmonds and then the sixth man, blue guy, Parker Fox, as well. So a lot of good bigs on this Minnesota squad.
Garcia now with blonde hair. New face of this team, working inside, and he dances around and brings it home.
Yeah, and that's the difference between the Big Ten and the MIAC right there.
Yeah, just a size difference there inside the paint. Garcia huge on this Gophers team, and Gophers come right back up with the ball. Mike Mitchell, other side of the floor. Rigsby fast break, slams it down.
He's explosive. You can see that. Ooh.
Ben Johnson has spoke very highly of Rigsby coming into this. Bemidji State working inside, up and over. Going to see a lot of Sutherland here tonight.
NSIC, excuse me, for Bemidji State.
Rigsby back in possession of it. Maintaining control inside, and one. Wow. Count the bucket and the foul.
What a finish there. Dawson Garcia showing and making his presence known early and often, and gets the line. He was one of the more good free throw shooter as well.
Garcia, of course, who this team runs through. The captain of this whole program right now. And add that to the total. Garcia, 17.6 points, 6.7 rebounds last season. Newburn inside, maintaining control. Sutherland up and over, does not get it to fall.
That's something you're going to see a lot. Mitchell skying for rebounds on the glass.
Mike Mitchell, good to see him back in action. The sharp shooter did not connect. High pace here from the Beavers to start out this matchup. Athien inside, over, did not get it. Garcia, known for his defense, up all the way, coast to coast, did not get it to fall.
Three straight possessions with a rebound for Frank Mitchell. Led the entire nation in rebounds last season.
Both teams with a missed three so far. Very high pace. They are not taking their time going to the other side of the floor here. Williams with his left hand gets rid of it. In the corner, over Garcia, gets it. Athien.
Great shot over tough defense, right up in his face. But the transfer from Maryland Eastern Shore was true on that one.
Garcia was giving him space there. He must not have thought he would take that shot, and he doesn't only take it, but connects.
A little bit of 5 out here from the Gophers.
Falls for the screen. Back to Garcia. Top of the key. Inside. Falls. Gets it out. Kicks it out. Ball's moving all the way around.
It's Braden Williams who will shoot the technical free throw. Three throws, excuse me.
Williams. An 80% free throw shooter, but did not connect on both of those there. As we have Isaac Sieverts checking in the game. With Daly coming off for the Beavers.
Sieverts, a sophomore from Bemidji, Minnesota, so representing his hometown team.
The seats are pretty full here for an exhibition game. We have, of course, 2 Minnesotan teams. That is a total of 14 players on in the house today who are from Minnesota, representing their home state.
A beautiful look there from Mitchell to the other Mitchell. Mike to Frank there on that one. Just couldn't get the drop.
Athean is all over the floor. A switch, and Garcia gets it denied, but Beavers are able to take possession and stay in this one.
Yeah, great job sticking with the play by Bemidji State.
A back and forth matchup. I know it's exhibition, and usually you see a little sloppier games, but these teams are working together pretty well, as this one did not connect for Garcia. Athean kicks it out. Beavers slowing it down. Defense comes up with it. Mitchell, coast to coast, hammers it down.
That's something he talked about with us yesterday at the media availabilities. Him and Trey Edmonds had a little bit of a dunk contest, both throwing down some East Bays. We didn't get to see the whole dunk package there, but just an easy little one-handed flush or two-handed flush.
Frank Mitchell, player who Ben Johnson was very excited for, and that is not going to count. The ball was coming down, and that 2 points will go to the Beavers.
Aggressive defense, maybe a little bit too aggressive there. Gets the block, but the goal 10.
And one of the beloved Gophers here in the house. Fox could get a lot more play time. A standout sixth man. He was incredible off the bench last year and from three, and Gophers connect for the first time.
We're seeing all parts of Brennan Rigsby's game so far in the early stretches.
Inside, and you see Athean going all over the place here today.
Athean has been unafraid against this Gopher defense, both from the outside and attacking the rim.
Isaac Asama checks in here. Mitchell does not get this one to fall. A sharpshooter last year. Mitchell averaged 10.2 points a game. Known for his mid-range and three-point ball.
There's someone they need to get going, Sutherland.
Parker Fox, you see him inside there. He's not going to let anyone score inside there. Known for his defense last year, was just electric off the bench.
Brick wall.
Mitchell comes up with the steal, but kick ball on it.
I mean, that was impressive defense from the sixth man last year.
One of the two freshmen here on the Gophers, a player to watch, was the second highest recruit from the state of Minnesota. Committed to the, and we see a turnover.
Yeah, an offensive foul on Trey Edmonds for that screen. Moved a little bit too much for the ref's liking.
Gotta have the lean basketball. They would put either first half or second half, they would just shoot themselves in the foot with fouls. So something we could definitely see, we're hoping to see get cleaned up this year for their sake. Top of the key, did not connect. Edmonds also on the floor here for the maroon and gold. Mitchell inside, keeping control of the ball. Edmonds just too big.
Showing off the strength there. You see the muscles, and he utilizes them to full effect.
Use his body not to get pushed off, knock him off balance. Williams inside, a lot of contact, and there's the call.
Sutherland, he's been all NSIC the last 2 seasons.
And this is where Sutherland does struggle, just a 56% free throw shooter. Now we see Austin Josephson ready to check in. And he's coming in for Sutherland, now stepping off. Sutherland exiting the game for now with 3 points. Asama brings it up, known for his ball control coming out of high school. A 4-star recruit. Misses the balance here, blocking foul.
Sievert's trying to deny the...
You want to see him connect from deep. Sharpshooter coming into this one as he just, ball was tipped. Another lineup change here. We're seeing Beavers consistently changing up who they have on the
beauty
floor.
of exhibition early season basketball, as that one is John Pekarich.
Mitchell, that's just what he does. Mid-range, deep, in the paint. Tell him where to go when he's getting it. Pekarich up top. Josephson back to Pekarich. Kicks it way outside, but just a little too high.
Maybe the early season jitters. Still too much on.
Caleb Williams checks in for the Gophers out on the outside. Caleb Williams, Gophers fans may know from last year's exhibition game when they played McAllister. Oh, the cleanup.
Sieverts rises up for that one.
Sieverts just shoots out of a cannon. Grigsby gets the screen inside, does not finish. A lot of black jerseys under there. Pekarich, no good.
Had the space on that shot, just unable to knock it down.
Awesome. Fox, a little razzle-dazzle.
Beautiful drop off. I believe it was from Brennan Rigsby on a little pocket handoff to Fox, who wrapped around him perfectly for that lay.
I have to say, Andrew, I'm impressed by the ball movement from these teams, as they're, of course, not used to playing together, but they don't look like it. No burn.
I mean, the bank is open. Fox loves contact. He'll go right up into any defender who challenges him at the rim and earns the foul there.
Do you feel that? Feels like basketball's back. I'm getting the chills in this one. 2018 Minnesota Gophers. We'll be right back here on Big Ten Plus. Last season is known for his defense and just being an all-around character. Betts fighting for it. Tumbles. And it's Beavers ball.
So Bemidji State will get the ball.
Both teams fighting for rebounds here today. You can see players just playing for more minutes in the regular season.
Jalen Patterson checks in for the first time.
A lot of those fill-in guys more needing those rebounds, need to play tough defense. Long three, got it. Kuntz now on the board as Bemidji 3 for 7 beyond the arc. Williams working on the outside. Fox gets a lot of room. Travel on Betts.
Looks like he might have been in two minds there. Thought really hard about that shot. Kind of open at the top of the key. Decided against it maybe a little too late as both.
Patterson. Inside. Bounce pass. Kicks it out. Another three. Yes! Pekarich. Everybody's getting a piece of that three-ball action. Williams. Awesome. Inside. Parker Fox gets it down.
Through the contact and everything, but the problem right now for the Gophers, the Beavers are 4 for 8 from deep.
Yeah, we're good to continue to see them try to get that ball inside as hands were up. Edmonds doesn't like the call. Might have been too far inside there.
What a finish. Christian Kuntz through the defense, up and under, kind of razzle-dazzle lay there. Gets it to go and puts the Beavers up 3 with a chance to make it 4.
Ben Johnson making a lineup change. Grayson Grove, Dawson Garcia check it in. Kuntz now with 6 points on the board as Beavers now a 4-point lead.
Grayson Grove checked in his first action as well alongside Isaac Osma as freshmen here at Williams Arena. Unofficial game, but still a cool moment for them.
Beavers know with the size difference, they just have to be aggressive, and that's exactly what they're doing. Quickly on the fast break, other side of the floor, and just a little too fast.
Sutherland and Patterson not on the same wavelength there. Sutherland's drive and ended up being a turnover.
You see Osma bringing the ball on every side of the floor on each possession, known for his ball control, and it'll be interesting to see how Ben Johnson decides to use the young freshman.
Yeah, and talking about guards on this team, two of them who will not be seen here today, who are picked up minor injuries, are Lakai Patterson and Femi Odakali.
Gophers now continuing to make lineup change. One of those things you see in exhibition games, just trying to see what each player can do to try to fight for their spot to get more minutes in the regular season. Ben Johnson talked about the depth on this team, and we just still have to see it. All these players are new to the roster as Betts just can't get two hands on it.
Yeah, and Caleb Williams and
compared to the Gophers, just one 3-point knockdown so far. Still in possession all around the place. Seeing a lot of movement from Bemidji. Sutherland on Garcia, not an easy bucket.
got to his spot, got to the look he wanted, but too tough defense from Dawson Garcia.
Awesome player to watch out for. Freshman from Minnesota. I think it was 98th ranked player in the country in this freshman recruiting class. You see him all around the place. Inside, double teamed. Mitchell, clear lane, lets it fall.
Beautiful Euro step to get.
Sutherland sets the screen. Inside pick and roll. Does not get it.
A little bit of a reach there from and Peyton Newbern. All the guards kind of getting in the action for the Beavers.
Newbern back in the game on the inbound pass. Long pass on the outside to Athien. Grove. Second chance points. Called off. Asama, 3,318 points in high school. That ranks him 10th in Minnesota history. Not a lot of freshmen here on the Gophers, just two of them, and he's getting a lot of action. Mitchell, long two, does not connect. Struggling on the rebound game.
That's kind of the season, so more so him dishing it up on a platter to shooters and bigs, but he's kind of developed that part of his game as he's been a Gopher, that ability to make his own shot.
We talked about Bemidji getting hot, and now they haven't scored since we've come back from break. That might change here. Three ball. Rims out. Mitchell on the rebound. Coast to coast. Working inside. Gets the call.
That's the type of aggression Coach Ben Johnson loves.
Mitchell Jr., the best free throw shooter on this Gophers team. At 80.6%.
And have a scoring drought that has lasted 3 minutes.
Mitchell did not get to tie it up as Beavers remain in control.
Awesome with some tough defense there.
Daly now in. Sutherland, he's who you want having the ball. Did not get it to fall, and it's going the other way.
Yeah, and those windows that he can make and get his shot off are very small against defenders like Frank Mitchell and Dawson Garcia, where he doesn't face that every single day, day in and day out against different teams like Minnesota State or Minnesota Crookston that he faces in the NSIC.
This transfer portal has not been helpful for the Gophers this last year. But Ben Johnson is hopeful for the recruits that they were able to get. But losing 5 of their core players in that last year's team is going to really hurt them. But Garcia with the second chance. Just taps it home. Garcia quickly puts it in, rushes to defense, does not take any time to celebrate, but now gets the call. Gophers have struggled with turnovers the last few seasons and throughout the Ben Johnson era. I know bringing in Asama, great ball handler, could help, but it's a lot of those fouls have turned that year. Started out slow, but were able to pick up a lot of, played more clean basketball, putting together 2 halves of basketball by the end of the season. And Ben Johnson is hoping to ride that out into this year, saying that this Gophers team is not in a rebuild. There's a lot of new faces, but they're not that. Mitchell does not connect from deep, but quickly rushes to defense. Almost had a piece of it, but he knocks it down.
I mean, the unsung hero on that play, Braden Williams, doing a great job to get a tap ahead for that finish.
You see this team quick to transition. Mitchell gets another opportunity, and this time he connects. Judging.
Now the leading scorer with 8 for the Gophers.
Mitchell now 3 for 7 as just another high ball from Josephson. Kuntz now checks back in.
Of game action, he's played 11 of them and has been the point guard for most of that time.
And here he gets opportunity, banks it home. Welcome, the new guy on campus.
Well, Newbern opened the bank. He keeps it open there. Nice shot from the freshman as he knocks down the 3 for his first points unofficially as a Gopher.
And now comes up with a steal. Quick to bring it on the other side. Couple opportunity here. A push off.
Graham had a big jump going from 2-17 in Big Ten play to 9-11 in league action this past season. And these players really love him. They talked about him glowingly yesterday about the type of coach he is and how he builds his relationships with players and how it brings the best out of them. That coming from Trey Edmonds and Frank Mitchell, the 2 transfers that headed in.
Asama with 11 minutes in the game. As a true freshman is incredible. We talk about how old this Gophers team really is. I mean, 10 seniors compared to 1 junior, 3 sophomore, and 2 freshmen. Of those 10 seniors and the junior, the upperclassmen, that's 11 upperclassmen on this Gophers team, none of them have been here since their freshman year. A long 3, just a little short, but Beavers get a second opportunity, and this time Mayo knocks it down. Slower start here. Getting that offense set. Garcia top of the key, dribbles with his left, but did not get the bounce pass under the arm. Long pass, corner 3. Another opportunity. Redemption knocks that one home, and Beavers back on top.
Kuntz has shown his pure stroke here early in this one, now up to 9 points on the game, the leading scorer overall.
That 3 ball getting down. Working it inside. A lot of black jerseys, but it does not matter. He lets them know, too small.
That's the physical presence Frank Mitchell can bring inside for this Gopher offense.
Get it on. And that would turn the ball over.
For Austin Josephson for Bemidji State.
Kind of getting a taste of what Frank Mitchell's role will really be on this team. Just making that separation inside the paint and getting those rebounds. Averaged a double-double with Canisius last season as Mike Mitchell once again, little floaty inside. Working around Beavers. Less movement than we saw earlier in the game. They're still touching the balls. Kuntz inside, gets it off the board. Or slower pace here. Mitchell, a couple of guards connecting there. Asama still in this game. Ben Johnson wants to see all the awesome action here today. Garcia inside, gets the call, and no bucket.
Very to the line to shoot, but not for the and one.
Garcia gets fouled far more than any other player on this Gophers team. Last year shot 100.
Some transfers, mixed it in with some experience that he had. He can really rely on John Sutherland, and then transfers like Peyton Newbern and Malang Athian here today. You've seen kind of broken out and shown what they can do for this Bemidji State team heading into the season.
Garcia really comfortable there from the line. 45 to go here for Bemidji State. Get another possession after this. Mayo taking all the time, burning that clock down. Calling for movement, wants a clear lane, calls for the ISO, gets it, and gets the bucket. Shot clock with the game clock. Mitchell using all that time, watching that clock go down as it hits 10, 9, 8. There we go. Mitchell out to Garcia. Garcia inside, one move goes, does not connect, and that is a wrap of the first quarter. Long, one player who played on McAllister that game is now on the floor here with the Gophers this year. One of the transfer, Caleb Williams, who transferred on over. Step in, step back, does not fall, but Beavers come up with the ball once again and get the call.
20th rebound of the game. Coach Boshi drew up a play there, but Frank Mitchell just wrecked it. Just stood there, and they couldn't get around him.
Yeah, this Gophers defense is a lot different than what it was last year. Reach inside and gets the call as Sutherland now. Gophers team from last year are no longer on this squad, entering the transfer portal, losing 5 players. Some of them known for that Ben Johnson tough defense.
Yeah, with Mitchell's physicality, you're going to have to watch it there. Very close to his 4th foul on that shot. He's already up at 3. As we want to get another one here early in this half.
Newbern on the inbound had an incredible first half. Athian still working on that Garcia tough defense. A lot of separation there.
And there's the nose for the ball. You see there from Frank Mitchell. Boxed this guy out really well, and then it just falls right into his lap. Right place, right time.
Mike Mitchell Jr. just looking at that rib, wanting to put the shot up, calling for it. Garcia keeps it, gets the call. Garcia, we talked about him being just hard. Over 80% last year at the line. Here today, just too comfortable on those free throw attempts. Just cashes in on every opportunity. Newbern now brings this one up the floor for Bemidji State. Athian. Now Parker Fox working on him.
Great defense.
Yeah, just hard to get that. Betts denies him. Bemidji stays in control. It's not getting it. This game has been on that side of the floor for most of it. Gophers struggle at getting their rebounds, but their defense did step up and able to move it to the other side. Loses it here. A lot of fouls on the floor. Bemidji State with 11 fouls on the day. Gophers with 8. Long 2, gets it.
Yeah, and there's Garcia. He can
Getting into inside, working to get those points in the paint. Another call on the goaltend.
Rigsby definitely thought he got that one looking up at the Jumbotron.
You see a lot slower of an offense here from the Gophers compared to the Beavers, who are playing super aggressive. Mike Mitchell, cha-ching!
And he drains it. His third or second triple of the day.
Mitchell having a day. You see these returning players lighting up the Beavers defense. Mitchell, 13 points, 5 assists. Garcia, 13 points. Going the other way now. Mitchell, is he going to do it again? Kicks it out. Garcia gets a piece of the action. Rims out. Wow. Little Piccolo down there. Get that out of here, says Dawson Garcia. Long pass up and quick. Fast break points.
And there's the other side of Mike Mitchell, the facilitator. Finds the player open down court. Fox elevates and finishes the type of alley-oop you don't see often, the lay-in, but still counts. The Gopher.
The officials looking back on that play to make sure their call was correct, Beavers.
I mean, what a new era we're in. We got all the transfers coming from everywhere, and now we got replay review in college. I know we had it in the NBA for taking goaltends away or blocks added, but now we got the replay review so we can instantly correct it.
Yeah, Gophers defense has been huge to start out the second half. We mentioned them losing a lot of their core defenders to the transfer portal. Going the other way. Doesn't like that call. We last mentioned them losing Pharrell Payne to the transfer portal. He's over at Texas A&M now, losing Elijah Hawkins. He's with Texas Tech. Ola Joseph is now over in Cal. Braden Carrington is now with Tulsa. Isaiah Eden now with the Flames. It's with Liberty Flames. It's interesting to see how this team just completely changed, losing a lot of their core defenders. Garcia and Mitchell still having a day here today.
And that's what you there and gets to the line where he really hasn't been that much today. He's 1 for 6 from the floor.
Sutherland, the core player on this Beavers team, cashes in another free throw. Averaged 20. He is who that team runs through. So now he puts down another point on the board for the Beavers. Makes it back to that 50-42 that we saw for a while there. Fox keeping his cool. Long pass. Rigsby up and out. Quick little fast play again there, you see.
I think that's the first time in minutes.
Yeah, and you think that no matter what happens here, they're happy with their performance. I mean, last year they struggled on the road. They only won 3 of 13 games on the road last year. Now they come over here in the barn, a packed barn, and are staying with the Gophers.
Fox draws that foul. He'll go to the line.
Quiet barn. You hear that celebration following Parker Fox, just loved by the state of Minnesota.
Yeah, you don't get to play in the Williams Arena barn very often, so it's been definitely worth the trip down to see your team play. The last time these two teams met here was at Williams Arena back in 2016, where the Gophers won it 83-59. It was also an exhibition game for that one as well.
It's really fun to see these local teams playing each other.
Sit back in time a little bit.
Beer Coffee, Gophers legend, now playing with the Clippers. He'll also be joined by Cam Christie, who was drafted from the Gophers this last draft. He'll be joining Amir Coffee there. Parker Fox hooks it in.
That shimmy shake is something he showed off last season against the 7-footer that led to a baseline slam. This time gets the little baby hook to fall. Off-ball foul on Minnesota. We'll keep it with the Beavers.
Have a lot to prove this season. They're projected in the media poll, the preseason media poll, to finish dead last in the Big Ten. That is 18th of 18.
Yeah, and the players mentioned it yesterday at the availability with the COVID year and the graduate season, but a lot of them in their final season.
Mitchell, he's as cool as the winters in Minnesota.
.16 now for the game's leading scorer.
Tipped again on defense. Won't be backcourt because it was latch touched by Gophers. Bemidji looking to get that 3-ball going that they had early in this one. Mitchell's been incredible.
A little bit of a heat check there.
Fox inside, got the size difference and gets the call.
And just the player one can explode past defenders, but also knock it down from the outside. Been a great addition for Coach Ben Johnson's team.
All these fouls are coming from inside the paint here. Gophers getting a lot of opportunity at the free throw line.
Yeah, and you mentioned the struggles for Parker Fox last season. Now 2 for 5 on the day from the free throw line.
This will be the Gophers' 15th free throw attempt of the game.
And it was an area they struggled near the bottom of the Big Ten last season as a team from the charity stripe.
And losing one of their core free throw shooters in Elijah Hawkins. We'll have to see some
hand in the passing lanes and deflecting that one.
Now see Atheian step out of the game. He's played more minutes than any other Beaver in this matchup. Now steps out after playing 19. Another 3-ball. Now they find it. Make that 6 threes of the game for Bemidji.
Jalen Patterson knocks down his first bucket of the game. 3 points now in 4 minutes for him.
Grigsby gets the screen. Out to Asma. Finds Fox inside.
Not like the first half, but still some elevation here in Minneapolis.
Don't need to get fancy, just raise the rim, rush on defense.
We were a bit spoiled with Caden Betts' poster dunk in the first half.
Yep. It's been, Fox has just been an electric place, lighting this barn on fire with his dunks. Last season, received a lot.
Coming into Minnesota from different schools, Edmonds from UTSA, Mitchell from Canisius, but both looking to make an impact on the glass and scoring for this Gopher team.
Yeah, we talked a lot about the players that the Gophers lost in the transfer portal, but yes.
As unable to hit that one is Brennan Rigsby. Knocks that one down. The Gophers now 10 for 17, below 60% from the free throw line so far here today.
Something that's been an issue for years now under the Ben Johnson era. We need these players to, Gophers fans will need these players to continue to step up from that free throw line given how many opportunities they're getting.
Yeah, the discrepancy. And the two areas that are especially going to be pointed out, not only by the media, but by Coach Ben Johnson himself, the rebounding and the free throw line.
Another 3 goes up and in. Caleb Williams is back.
Scored 41 points for McAllister last season against the Gophers in an exhibition game. Knocked down 5 triples, now make it 6 in 2 games for the guard from McAllister.
Seeing these younger guards come in here, newer guards here on campus. Gophers very active in the transfer portal. Inside, Betts working on it, gets that little hook and puts it down. Betts, 2 for 2.
And circling back to those 2 key statistics, out-rebounded right now, 37 to 35 on the glass. The Beavers hold that, and then it's 13 for 28, 46% from the free throw line. Just unacceptable numbers for a team who's in the Big Ten Conference, a Division I school facing a Division II opponent and the Beavers.
Betts looking for another one, and he gets it. Too big. 3 for 3. Count it. Stoppage
for a sub here at New Bern. We'll have to check out Josephson fouled out as well on that foul. So both the centers that were playing for the Beavers now out of this one.
24 fouls on the day from the Beavers. Compare that to the Gophers' 14.
And another missed free throw, now 16 on the day. And you heard some of the fans unhappy with that as well. Parker Fox talked about it yesterday. These Gopher fans know good basketball when they see it, and they've seen some tough stretches from this Gopher team, especially in the first half, and then from the free throw line, that's extended now into the second.
Freshman to freshman, Grove to Osama, inside, Mitchell gets that one. Really dominating that paint here today.
Some very bright spots from
Larson lets it fly.
Whether it was Rigsby or Osama as a guard, a freshman entering, or even Parker Fox and Trey Edmonds and Frank Mitchell, the Gophers had some great play from a lot of different guys. Some key contributors not even playing today, but the Gophers did a big win.
Second half performance from